Jose Mourinho was interesting as always after the Spurs game at the weekend, 2-2 draw against Newcastle. Was asked, in the past, holding on to a lead is what you've been so good at doing. His response, Don, same coach,
hey,
different players.
Hey.
I think he's right, to be honest, though. I do. When I look back at Jose Mourinho's sides that he built over the years, especially his Inter side, he had proper men who could do the job for him, get the job done. Surely you'd like to think Spurs' squad and Spurs players can hang on to a 2-1 lead at St James's Park. They can hang on to a lead against Wolves.
How does this saying in public help, Don?
Well, there's two schools of thought. You can either take the blame yourself and you can go, it's all on me, it's my fault, and take the responsibility away from your team, your players. But at some point, you've got to question your players and you've got to question, are they doing the job? Are they good enough?
But he's questioned the players before, Don. He did it in the Europa League when they got eliminated. If it didn't work then, what good can that do, coming out and saying, look, none of this is to do with me. I'm great. Look at my resume. I've won everything. This lot are rubbish. What do you want me to do about it?
I don't think he's saying that. But what he's saying is he's probably saying, look, if you can't do the job I ask of you, I'm going to be here for quite a while. If you can't do the job I want, some of you lot will be gone. I don't think that's a bad message to send to the dressing room, and players need to man up and players need to get on board with what Jose wants. When you look at the Tottenham squad on paper, it's full of names and full of, you know, internationals where you go, yeah, they're good players, but he questions the mentality. He questions what they're like in terms of their training. When he's questioning Ndombele and he's questioning Dele Alli months ago, you know, he sees these players every minute of the day, and if he thinks they're not putting a shift in training or living their lifestyle correctly, or not doing a job on a match day, he's the manager. He's got a right to criticise them, no?
But at what point does Jose Mourinho start to bear some responsibility here, Don?
Well, you can do, Shaka. I mean, I heard Mikel Artetas say the complete opposite at the weekend. So where do you stand in it? Mikel Arteta said about the Arsenal game, he never threw his players under the bus. He said it's all on me. Now, we know those Arsenal players let him down badly. So he went for, I'll protect my players, I'll take responsibility. It was nothing to do with Mikel Arteta. So he went one way on it. Jose's gone the other. Jose's gone, I've put a team out to beat Newcastle. We were winning 2-1. It's not my fault you couldn't hold on to a 2-1 lead. So it just depends on how you see it. You can either take Mikel Arteta's stance or you can take Jose Mourinho's stance. I, as a player, would prefer my manager to be as strong as what Jose's saying and put it on me to do better and put it on me to improve.
I think the problem is with Jose Mourinho is that it has become all too often and all too common for him to say, we win and then they lost. And that is, to me, the critical issue here is that when Spurs does well, it's us. It's all of us together. But when Spurs doesn't do well, when they lose matches that they shouldn't be losing or they lose points that they shouldn't be losing, it's on them. It's on the players. So it has to be both. It has to be when you win together, and when you lose together. And I think that's a message that players would actually gravitate towards. The fact that there is a manager that doesn't easily just say, well, those guys over there are not doing what I asked them to do. And then when you win a game, they say, well, it's the way that I set them up out there. Now we are really playing the way that I want them to play. That, to me, is the part in which is really difficult to be sympathetic with Jose Mourinho.
Has he said anything bad, though, when he says there, same coach, different players? I don't think he says anything out of order there.
Do you not think, Don, that it just makes you feel completely inferior if you're one of those players?
Man up. Liven up.
There you go.
Do your jobs.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.